So you're thinking about moving to Charlotte, North Carolina, but maybe that city life just isn't your vibe. Maybe you're looking for that laid-back lake lifestyle. Well guys, guess what? You're in luck because Charlotte has some great lake options right nearby, and one of the most popular is Lake Wylie. So if you're dreaming of morning coffee with water views, sunset cruises, or that weekend adventure with all the water sports, then this video is for you. Because today we're dropping my boat into the water just to give you guys an up-close tour of Lake Wylie.
So if you're looking for your slice of paradise on the water, then stay tuned. So if you are new to the channel and you want to know everything that's happening here in the Charlotte area, make sure to click that like button, hit subscribe, and turn post notifications on. And you can also check us out on Instagram, where we post updates every single day.
My name is Josh Finigan, team leader with the Finigan Group, powered by eXp Realty.
My name is Brody, and I'm the lead buyer specialist here with the Finigan Group.
And every single day we're getting calls, texts, and emails from people just like you, looking to move to the Charlotte area. And guys, I'll tell you, we absolutely love it.
So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, feel free to reach out to us. Shoot us a text, send us an email, send us a carrier pigeon with a message. We don't care. We'll get it, and we'll get right back to you. Or you can schedule a Zoom meeting with us using the link below.
So if you are looking for that coveted lake life, there's a ton of great options here in Charlotte, North Carolina. The two most popular are Lake Wylie and Lake Norman. If you guys are curious about life on Lake Norman, we did a whole video on that very topic. I'll put a link for that up here and in the description below. So after you watch this one, you can watch Lake Norman to see which one you like best. So today we're gonna take a nice cruise on our boat all the way through Lake Wylie to tell you all about this great lake and what life is like here. We're gonna touch on some great activities. You're gonna touch on some really cool spots to go here on Lake Wylie, some restaurants you can find as well.
We're also gonna be touching on the best towns and neighborhoods to check out here in Lake Wylie if you're thinking about living in Lake Wylie 24/7. So let's jump on in.
And guys, it's days like today that I love my job. I get to be out here showing you all about this fantastic lake. And guess what? If you are looking for a home on Lake Wylie, what better way to do it than by boat?
So Lake Wylie is made up of approximately 13,400 acres, and it covers both North and South Carolina. So we actually just dropped our boat in on the northern side, which is actually the Catawba River, but we're headed down south now towards the Lake Wylie's main channel. Now Lake Wylie is actually situated along 3 different counties. That's York County, Gaston County, and Mecklenburg County. And the 300 miles of shoreline touch multiple towns such as Lake Wylie, Tega Cay, Rock Hill, Belmont, and other parts of Charlotte. And each of these towns will come with different school zones, commute times, overall vibes, and price points. And we're gonna be covering all that for you later in this video. So Lake Wylie is really considered the Goldilocks of the 3 closest lakes here in Charlotte. It's smaller than Lake Norman, but bigger than McDonald Lake, and so it really just feels just right. Here on Lake Wylie, you get a very active lake lifestyle without the rough waters and heavy boat traffic of Lake Norman. But when you compare it to McDonald Lake, it does still feel like it has a lot more to do. You've got marinas, restaurants, and beautiful coves to go check out. So again, it really sits in the middle of all of them.
So let's talk about the lifestyle and really things on Lake Wylie. Now, Lake Wylie has 2 popular restaurants, Papa Doc's, which originally known as T-Bones by the locals, and you also have Drift, but Drift only has about 3 dockable spots, so it's kind of hard to actually be able to dock your boat there, where Papa Doc's has quite a lot. There is also another restaurant called J.R. Cash's. Not as popular, it is a little bit farther down the Catawba River, but it's another option you have. There's also numerous marinas on Lake Wylie that you can rent a boat slip or have it dry storage, so you can actually come to and from your boat without actually dropping it into a public boat ramp. You also can get a lot of great snacks and drinks there and fill up your boat, so you don't have to actually take your boat out of the water to go get gas, because that's a hassle, guys, come on. Quick note, it's a little pricey, but my 2 favorite marinas here on Lake Wylie is Harbortown Marina, which was recently bought out and is now known as Morningstar Marina, and my other favorite one is River Hills Marina.
Now, one of the things that makes the Lake Wylie so special is that there's so many ways to enjoy the lake, even if you don't live right on the water. And one of the best ways is to visit the McDowell Nature Preserve, just north of the Buster Boyd Bridge. There are miles of hiking trails, picnic areas, a public boat launch, and plenty of space to hang out with the family. Plus, you can actually camp out right here on the McDowell Nature Preserve, so you can spend the weekend right on the water. And while Charlotte, North Carolina might not find itself right on the coast, you can still enjoy beach life when you come here to Lake Wylie. Ebenezer Park over in Rock Hill and Windjammer Park over in Tega Cay are 2 amazing places where you can go and hang out, chill out on the beach, soak up the sun, and really just enjoy that lake life sitting right in the sand. There are also around 5 public boat launches here on Lake Wylie, so even if you don't live right on the water, you can still drop your boat in and go enjoy a day on the lake. And the best part is these access spots are scattered all around the lake, so no matter where you live, you can always enjoy them. So as you can see, there is a ton of fun stuff to do on and around Lake Wylie. So if you want to get out on the water and enjoy it, you got that option. And if you want to go just enjoy the beautiful nature around it, you can go check that out too. No matter what you're looking for, you can find it right here on Lake Wylie.
Now on Lake Wylie, there's a lot of different beaches and places that you can kind of go pull your boat up so you can really enjoy the water off the boat. But there's actually 2 popular sandbars. You have one in North Carolina, but it's a little bit busier and there's a lot of through traffic, so your boat can definitely rock a little bit. But if you go farther down, really to the end of the lake on the South Carolina side, you're gonna find the South Carolina sandbar. It's at the very back of a cove, so it's quiet, it's fun, and it's my favorite sandbar. There's also a boathouse that'll come every now and then and will sell concessions. It's the perfect place to really get out, enjoy the sun and the water, and meet your neighbors. And there's also a ton of events that you can really participate in throughout the year. Like the annual Tiki Torch Party on the South Sandbar. It's a lively tradition that always draws a crowd. Beyond that, there's festival boat parades, dazzling fireworks shows, and so much more to enjoy. And if you guys are looking for a great celebration on July 4th to see some fantastic fireworks, then you have to go check out Papa Doc's, because right there on the Buster Boyd Bridge, they have a fantastic fireworks show, one of the best in Charlotte. And if you love fishing, then you're gonna feel right at home here on Lake Wylie because it's a staple of everyday life living on the lake. And for you thrill seekers, you'll definitely find a lot of people skiing, wakeboarding, and tubing all across this lake. Now on the main channels, it can get a little busy and choppy, so there's a lot of different coves you can go in that are perfect for wakeboarding.
And if you guys do want to know the best spots, then give me a call and I'll share my 2 favorite wakeboarding spots here on Lake Wylie.
And for those of you who want a little bit more of a calm experience, there's a lot of places that you can drop your paddleboard in, drop a kayak, and really just kind of enjoy the beautiful outdoors. And if you want to find a nice inlet or cove to really put the anchor down and enjoy the water and swim, you can find a lot of little private areas. My favorite is actually over near Belmont. It's the hot spot. It's a warm water discharge area, so you can actually feel a lot warmer in that part of the lake, which I love. There's a lot of different areas that you can beach your boat on a beach and just really enjoy the day that way. But one of the best is Goat Island. It's a very popular place to really park your boat for a couple of hours, get on the mainland, and really just meet some people because there's always people coming to and from. And that's really what people love so much about this lake. It's the lifestyle that lends to its residents. No matter what you're looking for, no matter what activities you like, you're gonna find it right here in Lake Wylie. And whenever you're looking to move here, beyond the lake itself, there's a lot of great towns that really share the shoreline, each with its own charm, lifestyle, pros and cons, and different ways to enjoy that lake life. So let's go ahead and touch on the towns that surround Lake Wylie. So the first town on Lake Wylie is Charlotte, North Carolina. That Still Creek area definitely owns a lot of the shoreline on the North Carolina side. So 2 popular waterfront neighborhoods over on the Charlotte Still Creek side are the Sanctuary, which is a luxury waterfront community that gives you a lot of space and it has some of the most spectacular homes you'll find in the Charlotte area. And you also have a very established community right across the street from the Palisades, which is Riverpointe. Offers a lot of great waterfront options and homes that come with deeded boat slips.
Now, just across the water from Charlotte, you have Belmont, a charming southern-style town with fantastic housing, local boutiques and shops, and a charm that just can't be beat. And all of these houses over to my right are situated right here in Belmont. On the housing side, you'll find everything from established communities to beautiful historic homes, all the way to gorgeous new waterfront properties, such as the ones that are here in Reflection Point, which is just behind me. This is a neighborhood that has brand new houses in a gated community with 24/7 guard gated security. It's one of the premier spots here in Charlotte and especially right here on the lake. While Belmont does have a significant amount of waterfront here on the shores of Lake Wylie, a good portion of the town is actually in the shallower part of the lake. So direct water access and dockable lots are not as plentiful on the Belmont side of the lake. Now, if you're looking for some low maintenance living here on Lake Wylie, we have some fantastic townhome and condo options. Right behind me is Emerald Point, one of the premier condo spots here on the lake. You also have the Yachtsman right here in Charlotte, and if you're looking to go to the Rock Hill side of the lake, you have places like Lake Club, a fantastic condo association that you'll absolutely love. Belmont really strikes that perfect blend of convenience to Charlotte while also having its own unique small town vibe. It's one of my favorite spots in Charlotte, and I definitely think you should check it out.
Another great town is actually right over here. It's Clover, which is also known as Lake Wylie, depending on where you are in the town. It's best known for the Clover School District, very sought after school district. I actually graduated from Clover High School. It offers a very welcoming small town feel. It's a lot more rural in certain areas than you can find in other towns on Lake Wylie, which means you may not find as many shopping or dining options right here in the Clover Lake Wylie area, but that's kind of the appeal. It gives you a little bit more space from your neighbors and a little bit more of a rural town vibe. You do still have all of your staples like a Publix, a Walmart, and anything you may need. Now, one thing that you want to keep in mind when you live here in Clover is there's no interstate that runs directly through the town, so your commute can definitely be a little bit longer, especially where you live in Clover, because there's only a few ways around Lake Wylie. You have the Buster Boyd Bridge, or you may have to go through Rock Hill or Belmont to get to the greater Charlotte area. That can add a little bit more to your commute time, especially depending on where you live. Now, there's a couple great waterfront communities here in the Clover Lake Wylie area. You have River Hills. It is an established, gated waterfront and golf course community, giving that vacation lifestyle. You also have the Landing that has some beautiful homes that gives you a lot of great waterfront options and homes that have the deeded boat slips. One of the most popular towns to live in here on Lake Wylie is Tega Cay. It's a master plan community turned town that's actually directly below Charlotte, right beside Fort Mill. Gives you super easy access to the Charlotte area, making your commute a breeze. It offers a true resort-style atmosphere with golf at the Tega Cay Golf Club, tennis, walking trails, and of course, easy access to the water. Tega Cay also finds itself in the highly rated Fort Mill School District, which is rated #1 in South Carolina and #1 in the Charlotte area. So it makes it super popular for families. And you're gonna find a huge variety of styles of home here in Tega Cay. Now, one thing to keep in mind is the topography is a little more severe in Tega Cay than it is in other parts of Lake Wylie. So if you are looking for that flat lot, it may be few and far in between here in Tega Cay. Homes are also a little bit closer together as well, and some are kind of stacked back to back as well, so you don't get as large of a lot in Tega Cay as some other places like Clover, Lake Wylie, or Belmont.
So let's chat a little bit about Rock Hill. This is one of the furthest points south on Lake Wylie, and this town is full of history, charm, and honestly some really fantastic price points. Now, Rock Hill does have some fantastic waterfront options, but the shoreline here in Rock Hill is limited, so water frontage can be hard to come by. So when you do find that perfect house in Rock Hill that is on the water, you might want to jump on it because there's not a lot of them to go around. One other downside with Rock Hill compared to some of the other areas in Lake Wylie is the schools aren't quite as highly rated and you are a bit further south. But some really great pros about the area is that you've got a fantastic historic downtown, one of my personal favorites, and you have direct access into Charlotte through I-77.
So guys, that is your overview to living here on Lake Wylie, the great towns, the great activities, and some awesome things you guys need to do when you're here on the lake. We did mention a few great neighborhoods. If you want to know a little bit more about some of the awesome waterfront communities here on Lake Wylie, let us know in the comments below and we'll do a whole video just on that.
And again, whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, feel free to reach out to us. Shoot us a text, give us a call, or email us, and you can even schedule a Zoom meeting with us using the link below. We'd love to connect with you and see how we can make your transition to the Charlotte area a breeze.
And guys, we're gonna go ahead and enjoy the rest of the beautiful sunset here on the water. We look forward to seeing you soon. Until next time, we'll see you around town.